Now, parts of the navigation component, this is basically divided into the three parts, that is nav controller. The nav controller is responsible for navigation between destinations, that is screens in your app. Nav graph, nav graphs will be mapping your composable. This is basically your function graph, that where you will be putting which page to migrate, what to click and where to migrate. Nav host, it will be the container for displaying the current destination of the nav graph. Now, how you add your host to app? The nav host is a composable that displays the other composable destination based on a given route. For example, if the route is flavor, then the nav host would show the screen to choose the cupcake flavor. If the route is summary, like if you are on the summary page, then your nav host will see your summary of the app, either to send to other app or to print the summary. Now this is basically your design of the nav host, like your syntax, how you are going to create. Basically your function name nav host, then nav controller variable, starting destination. Like if you open the app, then which part of the app is going to open for participating as a main page, like then modifier, and then your content. What screen will be coming to that app. Now in this, there will be two notable parameters. First will is your nav controller and other will be your start destination. In nav controller, you can be using your object to navigate between the screen. And in start destination, it is basically the start of the screen. Now how you are going to handle your routes. Now handling your route in composable, uh, there are two required parameters, that is route and content. Route is with a path string to a corresponding name. This will be unique and every app has a different route for that particular app. Content, here you can call a composable that you want to display. Like you are pressing the button to go on the next screen, then what screen should come for that button, then that will be pasted in your content. Now this is a syntax for your composable route, like composable name, then your root variable, and then content of the screen which you are going to connect. Now this is the snippet of the code where you are going to use and what you are going to use. Now this is your composable function. The root is your subscreen start.name. So your main screen will be opening. Now your order of the screen, your quantity and quantity option will be visible. Now how you add button handlers. You will be starting a function type parameters where you will be passing a button variable that will going to use, like if you are clicking one app, then one app is selected. If you are clicking six apps, then your six app is selected, like that. Now that will be your start order. The cake buttons will be in your main screen where the page is performing that action. Now this is how you are going to create a button. This is your start order class, the main page, and here we have created a button. Now how you are going to select option screen. This is the for your selection is either if you are changing one or two apps, this will be working as a button of your cancel, and this use will be your next button. Like in you are want to go, if you have made your selection and you want to go on the other page, then you will press that and you will be migrating to your next page. Now how you navigate to other route. Basically that is not the next page, it will be your third or fourth page of the particular app. Now the navigate method asks a single parameter as string corresponding to a route defined in your nav host. If the route matches one of calls to the composable, the app navigates to that screen. The syntax is same, that is nav control dot navigate and that root of the page. Now, how you are going to navigate to other app? The nav host and those will be only used when you have multiple screens within app like homepage. Uh, as a Instagram has a homepage, chat section, your post section, your reels. In this case, we are navigating to a other app. The piece of UI isn't a part of the cupcake. Yeah. Now the system UI such as sharing screen. The sharing screen isn't called by your nav controller. It is something called intent. And intent is a request for the system to perform some action. And this intent will be making you to navigate to the other app. And this will be done. This is a predefined action send. Now this will be sending a function to other app that will call that app to come on and replacing the main app. Now the basic process to set up the app intent is you send an action and you give some data or the text where to path where that text will be containing your path of the next app, and then you have an extra subject and extra text. Either you can call by text or you can choose to call by image, like you press on the image, the app gets open. Now they are basically in the class that is the main activity. Now this is the syntax how you create an intent. Now here in the text plane you will be writing your path, and this extra intent will be your subject, which app is going to open. Here this is the order page of the Cupcake app. Like here you send your order to the other app. Now here comes the various option. Now this is basically performed by your intent. It is in the main activity. Here we have created the main activity that will be calling your intent of the app. Now moving to the next part of how your app is going to adapt the various screens and sizes, that will be taken by Mansi.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, Mansi, it's visible.
Okay, so my name is Mansi and I will be covering the pathway 3 for the session 4. Okay, so what do you mean by adaptive? Can anyone say in the chat box? Okay, so I'll tell you what do you mean by adaptive. Whenever you visit any website, for example, so you can visit the same website on your laptop also and along with the mobile also, right? So how does the same websites look perfect on laptop also and mobile also or tablet or any other device? So this is called as adaptiveness. The app or the website, here it is app, it would be looking, it would look perfect according to the screen size. So why adaptive? Why do we use this? Like we use our mobile, so it is compact, right? Then we if we use a tablet, so it's we can use expanded or some device which has more height and less width. So we can use the medium for that. Okay, what is Google Material U? It's a kind of framework. So you can see all these samples here, right? So this Google Material U framework is used to make these designs very simple and good looking. Okay, so again, I told you about the framework, right? Material and adaptive. So combining both the things, making a simple adaptive app for ourselves, we use this thing. So you can see the last part, this 1, 2, 3, it is written. So this is the total screen size. Here we can make any kind of thing which we wish to. So the 1 and 2 and 3, the spaces are given. So it will take those spaces only. Anatomy of layout. So what do you mean by anatomy? Anyone? The basic meaning. What do you mean by anatomy? Anatomy means in like in a simple words, it's structure. Okay. So structure of a layout. Whenever we make or create an app, so there are this is structure 1, 2, 3. You can see on the screen the navigation, the app bar area, and the body. So we can take, for example, whenever you visit some normal app. So in navigation we have the home tab. Whenever click to it, it goes to the home. Then second we have the menu or buy button like that. Okay, app bar is like when a small contact us or like that, and the body, the main content which we want to include in it. Okay, so first is list area and detail area. So whenever we make an app, we prefer left hand side to be a list area and right hand side to be a detailed area. Okay, now compose is a framework which is declarative. So we can see the code here. If screen state equal to large screen. So whenever we have a large screen, the layout would be in grid format. Otherwise, it would be in a list format. Okay. So tells that it is a declarative thing. Screen versus app size. So we can have a mobile with us with this long screen and then an application running in this screen, right? Or a foldable mobile with us with app in this screen, right? Or a laptop and app in this size, right? Okay, so window matrix calculator. So what does exactly window matrix calculator do? Whenever we have a laptop in our hand, right? So we can minimize any small applications which which we are using. So this dark part, it is the application. So it uses compute current window matrix and compute maximum window matrix, the total size which your device can handle. So this matrix calculator basically does what? It calculates both the things, but depending upon our requirement. Okay, so moving on to window width class. This depends on the width of the device on which we are using. Compact, medium, and expanded. Similarly, we have window height class also. Okay, depending on these two important things, we define the device and the app which we want to make. So here we have compact, then we have medium and expanded. Real-time window size observing. Okay, so what do you mean by real-time window size observing? Whenever we have a window, then which we want to measure, so we can use that this thing. Okay, so implementation. This is the package we are using, and this is the variable declaration, and this is the function called. Okay, calculate window size class, and this means for this window, okay, particular like which we are using, and then we can get the window size. So it exactly tells what is the current window size which we are using. Material design, material navigation. Okay, so we have this navigation also. Sometimes whenever we see a app, so navigation will be this way, or it can be in this way, or some app drawer. Okay, so these are the different material navigations which we can make. This is the bottom navigation example. Okay, we can use we can see our drive also. When we open our drive in our phone, we have all these features kind of similar. Then material design, this is the rail. Okay, It can expand whenever see a male thing. Now, what do you mean by dynamic navigation? Just a sec. Yeah, a dynamic navigation. Okay, so in order to make the navigation dynamic, navigation type, okay, we have discussed about compact, medium, and expanded. So window width size class, depending on the width, we use compact. Okay, so bottom navigation, if the size, if the device is compact, then the navigation will we will be using is bottom navigation. If it is medium, then we will be using navigation rail, and otherwise we will be using permanent navigation drawer. Okay, as I've discussed before. This one, bottom navigation first. If we have compact, then navigation rail. If we have medium, and for expanded, this navigation drawer. Okay, to make the navigation dynamic. Now the body. So the body consists of first and the second. So this is called as pane. Okay, this is single pane and this is double pane. So deciding the content type. Now we have got an idea about how we can do that, like how to can structure the thing. But now the content thing. So for var content type, we can for compact single pane, because we can't fit in a mobile two panes at a time, right? Means one this and this together, right? It will look so bad. So we will be using this thing if we have just a mobile, and in case we have a laptop or tablet, we can use this both the panes. Okay, so for compact, again single pane. For medium, we have single pane again, and for expanded, we have dual pane. So now making the navigation dynamic. Okay, now in order to make the navigation dynamic, there is a condition, this if else if else if and if. Okay, so a navigation type if equal to this navigation rail, then we can navigation rail directly we can type the content. Otherwise, we can use this permanent navigation drawer. Okay, depending upon the satisfied condition. And doesn't satisfies, we have this bottom navigation. And making app content dynamic again. Okay, so we have used dual pane here. If the content type equal to this, then we can directly display the details of the screen content. Okay, now for this example, I have shown you this both the things, and this is the single pane. Okay, this is a double thing. So as summing it up, we use this adaptive feature to make all the Yeah, summing it up, we have this laptop. If we want to make an app in laptop or like this, we don't have to create different applications for different devices. We can create just one application at a time and make it responsive so that it gets perfect view and all the things. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you.